All right, so today we're jumping into a fantastic story by Sudha Murthy called The Magic of the Lost Temple. And what's so cool about this is that it's actually inspired by a real event. It's this beautiful reminder that sometimes the most amazing things are hidden right where we least expect them.
You know, the funny thing is, the story of this lost temple, it actually kicks off with a completely different lost treasure, a simple pair of gold bangles. They disappeared because of a little childhood mistake and were just gone, seemingly for good.
I mean, they were missing for 30 whole years. Then, bam, completely by accident, they're found. It's the perfect little intro to our main story, setting up this wonderful idea that just because something is lost doesn't mean it's gone forever.
And that idea of rediscovery, well, that's exactly what our main character, a really spirited 12-year-old girl named Nooni, is about to experience in a big way. But her incredible journey all starts with, of all things, a canceled vacation.
So, Nooni's big summer trip to a resort gets called off. Instead of a predictable city life in Bangalore, she gets sent to her grandparents' village, Somanahalli. She's kinda hoping for an adventure, but she has absolutely no idea what's in store for her.
And she doesn't waste any time. She dives right into village life. First order of business, learning to ride a bike on these rough, unpaved roads. And yeah, there are some falls, a few scraped knees for sure, but she sticks with it, and pretty soon, she's mastered it, ready for anything. So as Nooni's exploring and getting the hang of things, she starts to hear, well, whispers. Little bits and pieces of an old village legend. A story that sounds almost too wild to be real.
She's spending her days helping out her grandma, Aji, making all these sweets and snacks for a wedding. And while she's doing that, she's also learning about all the amazing plants in Aji's medicinal garden. It's like a whole new world is opening up to her.
It's during these moments that Aji tells her the legend. The story goes that there was this incredible ancient stepwell, so beautiful that even celestial beings came to visit. But it vanished centuries ago when an arrogant queen named Ratnavati polluted its holy water.
But here's where it gets really interesting. Her grandfather, Aja, he tells her a slightly different version of the story. In his telling, it wasn't a queen, it was an arrogant prince, Shashi Shekhara, who caused the well to disappear. So, Nooni's got these two conflicting stories bouncing around in her head. And right then, almost as if on cue, the weather does something completely unexpected, and it sets the stage for a huge turning point. Out of nowhere, a crazy summer hailstorm hits the village. Totally unusual. It leaves the ground all soft and muddy, and this one storm, well, it's about to change everything. The very next day, Nooni's out exploring in the forest, walking near this soapnut tree, when her boot gets stuck. And I mean really stuck. It's just sucked deep into the mud right under a rock. So she's pulling and yanking, and when her foot finally pops free, she notices something strange. The mud where her boot was just keeps crumbling away, falling into this mysterious dark hole that's opened up. Well, now her curiosity is just off the charts. She grabs a flashlight, peeks into the hole, and she sees it. There is no doubt. It's the top of a single, beautifully carved stone pillar, just sitting there, buried in the dark.
Could this possibly be it? The legendary lost stepwell from the stories? Nooni is absolutely determined to find out, and pretty soon, that determination spreads to the entire village.
Nooni and her friends, they grab whatever tools they can find, and they just start digging. It's really hard work, but after about 2 hours, clink! Their shovels hit something solid. They clear away the mud, and there they are. 1, 2, 3 ancient stone steps. Oh, and the news just explodes. Before you know it, the whole village is involved. I'm talking people offering to work for free to help the archaeologists, others bringing food for the crew, some even standing guard at night. It was a massive community effort. So for weeks, they dig and dig. And what they slowly uncover is just breathtaking. It's not just a well. It's this massive rectangular structure with a grand total of 21 steps leading deep down into the earth. And that's not even the best part. As they clear more and more dirt, they realize that lining the staircase are 8 small, perfectly carved temples. They're dedicated to gods like Shiva, Vishnu, and Ganesha, all just sitting there, perfectly preserved for centuries. I mean, the whole thing is just a marvel, right? A piece of history literally brought back to life. But as amazing as it is,
everybody knows one critical piece of the legend is still missing.
The water. The stepwell is bone dry. But the lead archaeologist figures the original builders must have sealed the water source to protect it. They find this huge stone block near a carving of a cow's mouth. They manage to get it moved, and just like that, clear, sweet water begins to flow again for the first time in centuries.
And watching all of this happen is Nooni's dad. Now, he'd left the village a long time ago for city life, but seeing what his daughter accomplished, seeing the whole village come together, it just moves him. He rediscovers his own connection to the place and vows to come back every month to run a free clinic.
And they find one last treasure. It's an inscription, dated all the way back to 1000 CE. It's literally a message from the past, explaining the temple's purpose and asking future generations to take care of it. A message that Nooni and her village just answered.
So Nooni's canceled summer vacation didn't just turn into an adventure, it turned a forgotten legend into a living, breathing piece of history. It just goes to show what a little bit of curiosity can do, and it really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other incredible stories are we all walking over every single day?